G'day guys, protein. If you want to turn to page 4 of your manual, this is where you'll find us. This is where we can start writing some notes. So, protein. Protein is essentially chains of amino acids bound together. Okay, there's many different proteins in the body and in the food that we consume. Essentially every cell in our human body is made up of proteins. Without proteins, we wouldn't exist. So they are extremely important. And there's a few, I suppose, important factors of consuming protein that your clients need to understand, and most importantly, that you need to understand as well. Basically, they influence your bones, skin, nails, hair, and muscle, as well as your cells, their health. Their repair and growth is stimulated by our protein. Okay, so basically that means that it aids in all of the development of these. Okay, so if you essentially want strong bones, healthy skin, strong nails, hair, rebuilding of muscle and staying in more of an anabolic state or a growth state, you need proteins to suffice this muscle demand. And essentially we're repairing and breaking down cells all the time, and it's important to understand that protein is what's required to help with this resynthesis of new cells. It's a vital brain food. It's really important that our brain thrives on protein, okay? And it's an optimal amount of protein varies person to person. Now this is really important to understand. So basically I've kept it really simple in this course, and 1.2 to 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight is what is the recommended amount. Okay, that varies between person to person, whether it's the lower or higher spectrum, but that's our ballpark figure. And I'll be going into that a little bit later in the individual macronutrient servings for your client. What are the best choices of protein? Now this is really important for your client to understand, and again for you to understand so you can relate this information. So basically we've broken it down. So chicken, grass-fed beef in preference of grain-fed beef. There's a real big difference here between the inflammatory and anti-inflammatory principles here. Free-range eggs, wild fish like herring, trout, mackerel, sardines and salmon, which are really high in your omega-3s. Organ meats, the liver, heart and kidney are essentially what is bound and has the most nutrient-dense foods per serving size. This is where you're going to find all of these. Okay? Game like kangaroo, emu, buffalo or elk is essentially a very lean source of protein and easily digestible. Turkey, as well as another source, along with grass-fed whey protein as well. These are all the recommended choices of protein that I find your clients will actually enjoy eating, but will also get a really full feeling from consuming the protein. And that's one of the benefits of protein, is it keeps you fuller for longer. So the majority of your clients I could put my life savings on are currently not eating enough protein for various reasons. The major thing that protein allows us to do is it improves the rate of digestion by slowing it down so you're not getting those cravings again. Okay? That's really important to understand and relate back to your clients. Now what don't we recommend? Now soy protein powders are one I don't recommend. Factory produced meats and salamis again is something I don't recommend. And canned fish and your pre-cooked barbecue chickens again is something that I don't recommend also. The reason for these, if we don't individualise it, is that we want to look at this as a whole. A lot of these are factory produced, they contain a lot of heavy metals, a lot of pesticides, hormones, nothing that the body actually wants and can get a very good, I suppose, cellular, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe a reboot or a better functioning system. This doesn't really aid in that because basically food is information. What we provide ourselves is what we provide to the cells, and we're made up of trillions of cells. If we feed it poor quality produce, we're going to get poor quality information, which leads to poor quality results. It's really important to understand from a protein aspect that the cleaner the protein, the better it is, the better it's going to function inside our cells.